Welcome back to our next segment of North of the Broad. I'm here this afternoon with Geri Kinton from Riverview Charter School. Welcome to our show this afternoon.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity to be here.
So I know you're here to talk about the Beaufort Twilight Run, and I would love to get some information about that. But tell me a little bit about the Riverview Charter School and some background on how this race got started.
I would love to. Riverview Charter School is the county's first and actually only charter school sponsored through our district. It serves K through 8th grade. It's a small school in the realm of schools these days, and focus on experiential learning, program, project-based learning. And we opened in 2009, and as a charter school, we don't get as much funding through the state as your typical public school.
Right.
Charter schools are public schools. And so in order to make up that difference, we started a benefit project event, and it was the Beaufort Twilight Run. And we're now in our seventh year.
That's what we were talking about before we started, that this is the 7th year, and I remember the very first one, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I know there's a lot going on at this particular event. It's not just a Twilight Run. So talk to us a little bit and give us an overview of what goes on that particular day and what you can come to expect even if you're a non-runner.
Oh, wonderful, yes, because it is a race. It's a running event. It's followed by an oyster roast with live entertainment. But there are, like you said, plenty of events in there. There's a kids run. There's a 5K walk or fun run. There is a 8K run, and then we call it the Beaufort Challenge, which is an 8K and 5K. So you run both events.
Right.
And then the time.
You're really looking to get some cardio in.
You've got to be strong to do that. But you know, every year that category grows, and it's just tremendous to watch.
Something for people to definitely look forward to or train for as a race. You know, here in Beaufort, if you're looking to get those miles.
It is a great training program, and one of the things about it is because we've been doing it for 7 years. It's a well-organized event, and word gets out, and so we've got runners coming from all over the region. And it makes it a truly challenging and competitive event. It is sanctioned by the WHHI-TV.
Wonderful.
And even the 5K is chip timed.
So great. So if you're a serious runner, this is a great destination and time to come and check out Beaufort if you haven't been here before. So what makes this event so unique?
I think, Beaufort is beautiful in general. That's why we all are here, probably.
That's right.
But it's hosted by Habersham Properties, and so the course runs all the way through the Habersham neighborhood, which is on the Broad River and Habersham Creek. Because it's at twilight, you're running in just a beautiful environment. You can't help but enjoy and take in the beautiful scenery. It's also unique because Habersham has this little marketplace, and it stays open through the night, through the whole event. And so there's little shops, and there's other restaurants in case you don't like oysters, and they're serving for it. And because it's a fundraiser for Riverview Charter School, it's the only, it's the biggest event to make charter schools successful.
So you answered my next question: where do all those proceeds go? So obviously they go back to the school. To help
100% of the proceeds
go back to school. So whether it's part of your budget or whether it's capital expenses, all those funds or most of those funds go back to the school.
Right, all the proceeds do. And you made it a great point, capital expenses. Those are what charter schools have the biggest difficulty with, because that's what you can't get a bond for it, and you can't.
So you've got to fundraise to be able to.
So you have to fundraise for those big expenses, and Riverview's getting ready to add on to the building. And while we lease from the county, the school district, we have to pay for that addition to fit our growth, that we still have a couple more years till we max out.
Well, great. So obviously if you're a non-runner, there's lots of things to do as well.
Right, there's activities for kids, as I mentioned, the shops and the other restaurants. If you're not actually signed up for the race, which I don't know why you wouldn't, but you can walk around, and a lot of times they have the open houses for the homes that are available there.
So come and be a spectator as well.
Oh, absolutely. Last year I think we had about 1,500 people, and less than 1,000 runners. So there was a lot of spectators too.
Support. So if you haven't registered for this race yet, how can people register? Where would they go do that?
on the Beaufort Twilight Run website, which is BeaufortTwilightRun.com, or they can stop by Riverview Charter School. You can register online or print a form and mail it in.
Wonderful.
So both of those avenues.
Well, we so appreciate you coming and visiting with us this afternoon. And anything else you want to share before you go about this run or this event that you just would like the public to know?
Well, I have to mention our sponsors.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
it wouldn't exist without them. Of course, Habersham Properties is our event sponsor. The 8K is sponsored by Beaufort ENT, the 5K by Levitt, and then we've got Monkey's Uncle downtown that sponsors the kids' race. We have GCA Services that is doing the Oyster Rose. We have Butler doing the Pace Car, and then just tons of other sponsors.
So always looking for sponsorship, and
still are.
Okay, so if there's anyone out there who wants to participate and you know, throw their hat in the ring, so to speak, and be a sponsor of the 7th annual Beaufort Twilight Run, there's still opportunity to do that.
There is opportunity. We're doing some special things for sponsors this year.
Wonderful.
Because we love them.
Yeah, and you want them to come back.
We do.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen.
Look forward hopefully to seeing you then.
We do.
But thanks for watching. We'll be right back with our next guest on North of the Broad.